Hello, friends, new subscribers, and first time viewers. Thanks for spending time on the channel. Today's topic is Miami Beach is breaking up with spring break. I'm referencing the Miami Beach website, miamibeachfl.gov. Not only is Miami Beach, but other municipalities in the last week has instituted a number of restrictive items for its spring breakers. Typically, spring break is the month of March, where most colleges and universities at least have 1 week off, and many of the college revelers they come to the warm, nice beaches of South Florida. As a result of that has caused some problems in the past for residents and the behavior of those that come to this area. My question to you is Miami Beach becoming a police state for that period of time and the restrictions that it's going to put in place? I'm going to share some of those restrictions with you now. If you are coming to South Florida during that period of time and you want to place the event, please reach out to the station, share your comments, your videos, and I will give you a voice. Looking at the Miami Beach website, it says, Miami Beach is breaking up with spring break. Expect curfews, security searches, and bag checks at beach access points. Early beach entrance closures, DUI checkpoints, bumper-to-bumper traffic, road closures, and arrests for drug possessions and violence. Many of these questions again is when the visitor booked their airfare hotel looking for the Miami Beach experience. Are they still excited about coming to Miami Beach considering these new restrictions? Reading from the website, local laws and regulations. The following is illegal. Consumption of alcohol in public. Smoking tobacco or marijuana on beaches or in parks. Does that imply that you can smoke tobacco and marijuana as you walk through the streets? In regards to consumption of alcohol in public, one part of the new restrictions is that the cafes that would have sidewalk tables, I understand those sidewalk tables are being removed. And therefore, most of the consumption of food and alcohol is going to be within the confines of that eating establishment. Reading from the article again. Driving under the influence. Items illegal. Driving a scooter or vehicle irresponsibly. That leads a lot of discretion. Violence of any kind. Reading the subheading prohibited on the beach. Smoking cigarettes or filtered tobacco products. Consumption of alcohol, narcotics and marijuana, large tents, tables, and similar structures. Clarity needs to exist here in terms of large. Loud music, clarity needs to exist in terms of decibels. Large coolers. In regards to those previous items, again, the discretion is placed on the law enforcement official, and a lot of times their implied bias is in effect when they are going to designate what's loud, what's large, and any of these infractions. So therefore, it brings up the thought of many in the community today don't want to have any interaction or conversation with law enforcement. Many of these measures force you to have an interaction with law enforcement, and when you do have that interaction, it gives law enforcement the prerogative of identifying, oh, your eyes may look glazy. Oh, maybe you're walking a little different, so maybe you might be under the influence of either narcotics or alcohol. Oh, your speech is impaired. Oh, so therefore, depending on what the bias is from that law enforcement officer, many times people in this community don't have a real good outcome when dealing with law enforcement. So, my ask is, people that's visiting, please be on your best behavior. Please come correct. Law enforcement, please be civil. Please realize the reason for people spending money, taking time to come here is not to interact with you. So please do not interrupt, delay, or cause a bad experience for the traveler. Other items under that prohibited on the beach was glass containers, styrofoam, and plastic straws. In regards to short-term rentals, it says many short-term rentals includes those purchased on Airbnb and Vibo, booked for a time period of 6 months, booked for a time period of less than 6 months, and 1 day are illegal in the city of Miami Beach. Fines range from $1,000 per day per violation for the first violation to $5,000 per day per violation for repeat violations. The question here is enforcement. That means it's trying to, in essence, negate the short-term rental market for any revelers that maybe want to choose some housing other than hotels. The website goes on. Every Thursday through Sunday in March, for the entire month of March, the following high impact measures will be in place every Thursday through Sunday. A flat parking rate of $30. It talks about the parking decks. March 7th through it says excluding March 7th through the 10th and March 14th through the 17th. I'm going to encourage you to read this because it gets a little specific. And again, sometimes it gets into interpretation. The non-resident towing rate will be $516, double the normal rate, plus a $30 administrative fee. So therefore, you're looking at, in essence, $550 if your car gets towed. So everybody makes money. Okay. I have a real challenge with that. Okay. Beach entrance on Ocean Drive will be limited. This is for those that's walking to the beach that has a hotel outside the beach area. So it says that in order to get to Ocean Drive or the beach, well, I'm assuming you can go to the beach if you just walk straight up 5th. But it says beach entrance on Ocean Drive will be limited to 5th Street, 10th Street, and 12th Street. At that point, they will have security checkpoints to ensure prohibited items do not enter the beach. Those entrances will be closed at 6 p.m. Therefore, you can only access Ocean Drive before 6 p.m. Coolers, inflatable devices, tents, tables, and similar objects will be not permitted on the beach. Amplified music without a city issue permit. So they try to get a little bit more details. These ordinances, are they ripe for some type of civil action? And the municipalities have considered this, and they said by the time that happens, the event will be over, and this is a risk that they're willing to take. The Miami Beach Police Department will implement a traffic plan beginning at 6 p.m. every Thursday through Sunday, and that is to restrict traffic impact. Well, you can read that, but in essence, what they're going to do is to narrow lanes that come across the causeway and enter Miami from 2 lanes to 1 lane or 3 lanes to 1 lane so that the license plate readers that they employ can be effective, which they will read your license tag, they will run it through the various municipalities database, criminal databases, and the national databases to see if you have any outstanding warrants or if you wanted and things of this nature. So, again, it's almost as if to say Big Brother constantly is watching, and we all know from my videos that there are a number of security measures which are good. But on the other hand, this is basically to make the visitors aware and to expect it, be on your best behavior, and try to have a pleasant experience as you can. Maybe next year you can consider another location. Again, this is coming from someone that lived in the heart of Miami Beach. I lived between 10th and 11th. I speak of it on my video, and I had a great time there. But they are restricting the experience, and they are restricting a number of the appeals from this area. It also goes on to say parking garages in South Beach will be closed between Thursday at 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. Monday at 6 a.m. including, and it talks about it. So in other words, they're not making parking available to you in a lot of these. Don't take my word. Look at the website. Look at the details. $100 flat fee rate will be in effect for the 42nd Street garage between Royal Palms and Sheridan Avenue. The Miami Beach Police Department will implement a license plate reader on the southbound lanes of the MacArthur and Julia Tuttle Causeway on March 8th through 10th, March 15th. Motorists should expect significant traffic as eastbound travel lanes will be reduced on the MacArthur and Julia Tuttle Causeway. Miami Beach Police will also have license plate readers detailed along the 5th Street corridor on March 22 and March 24. The way they slice and dice these dates, I'm sure, or I'm wondering, is there some kind of legal significance behind it? A driving under the influence sobriety checkpoint will be in place along 5th Street on March 8th, 9th, and March 15th and 16th. Businesses renting or leasing golf carts, low-speed vehicles, automobiles, slingshots, motorized scooters, mopeds, motorcycles powered by motors of 50 cc's or less, and motorized bicycles will be suspended from operating on March 7th through the 10th and March 14th through the 17th. Ocean Drive will only be accessible to vehicles via 13th Street. It goes on to speak about parking and a few other things. So I'm going to encourage each of you to look at this. And I believe the city probably has met its objective to make your beach experience not only unpleasant, to disrupt whatever entertainment factor or good experience you may have, and to discourage you from coming to South Beach, Miami Beach. I'm smiling because I've seen this done before, and this too will pass. But at this point, if you come, please bring your best behavior. That's going to be for not only the visitors, but I'm asking the police officers to please be on your best behavior. People didn't come here to try to encounter you. I'm asking the community to be patient, and I'm sure there's going to be a certain amount of interruption to your day. It's going to be a certain amount of interruption to my day, and I'm just going to plan around it. I'm going to plan not to be around all the hubbub, and therefore it will take away a lot of the appeal from this area, at least for that time frame. Please like, share any videos you may have, share your opinions, and let's keep this conversation going. This is going to be for the entire month of March, so let me know your thoughts.